past these towering monuments, past these mounded billows of orange sandstone, these oak-set glens, these fern-decked alcoves, these mural curves, we glide, hour after hour, stopping now and then as our attention is arrested by some new wonder.
The sensuous walls of the canyon, the hidden grottos and pools and stream beds. I can still go back there in my mind. I can see most every bend. I can still see most of the canyons I've been in. And I have that, sometimes I kind of hate to think really what was lost.
Colorado flows to the sea. Stained with the soil of 5 states, the river cuts deep into the desert, into the high walls of Glen Canyon. For 40 years, men planned and designed the means to regulate the flow of this river. Every contour of the canyons was mapped and surveyed in the search for the best dam site. In 1956, these men were rewarded for their efforts as the first blast began the construction of the giant Glen Canyon Dam.
I don't think that a lot of us realized what we were going to lose. I think we thought more of what we were going to gain. And I think there was more the fear of what would happen, and it overrode the loss that we would come to find out.
It was horrifying in a way, because all these lovely places were being drowned. And I remember thinking, oh dear God, we've lost something that can never be duplicated.
So typical of society is that we make decisions based on history or ideas that are not founded in science or founded in reason. Dams happen to be one of those. People believe that if you build a dam, then you store water and that life is good. What we've learned since we built dams is that there's a lot of problems with dams. And they actually may lose more water than they save. And that's kind of what's happened on the Colorado River. They built so many dams that the net water loss from those is now intolerable.
What we have at the present time is water supplies in the Colorado River are in free fall. They've just been going down, down, down. Demand is going up. And right now we have 2 half-empty reservoirs. We also know that those facilities are not going to refill in our lifetime. So what do you do in that case?
We showed that if you take all the water in Lake Powell and put it into Lake Mead, you will lose a lot less water. It's upwards of 500,000 acre-feet of water, which is a significant amount of water. And in a time when we're trying to save water, that will make hydrologic sense.
My feeling is what we should do is move the water that's behind Glen Canyon downstream, put it behind Hoover, fill Lake Mead, and take out Glen Canyon Dam. It's a difficult issue because most people sort of say we're in the middle of drought, we need dams, we shouldn't take it out. And I think you have to peel another layer back and say, why do we have it? What does it do? What's its purpose? And is it necessary in today's world? And the answer is no, it's not.
Once the lake started dropping, it made me more aware of what was underneath, and it also made me more aware of the possibility of the impermanence of the lake, which I had never really questioned before. It just seemed like that was the reality, and I never really thought about, well, what if this lake kind of went away? What would that be like?
Remember as a kid dreaming about it disappearing. And I remember dreaming that once the dam is gone, they could take fire boats down there and wash the walls, wash the dirt off the walls. Just dreaming about that. I just hated it. I just, after they closed the gates and it started to inundate very much, then I wouldn't go down there anymore because I didn't want to see it underwater.
I don't think you can realize the magnitude of the structures and the cliffs and the canyons that have been destroyed. We forget that the solitude and quietness of a canyon like Glen Canyon has a very spiritual meaning.
When the connection is finally made, it never leaves you. I mean, there you are. You're part of something that most people never get to touch or feel or see or anything. All we've seen and done will be imprinted on our slides and in our minds, but mostly it will stay in our hearts. We're the lucky ones. We didn't just see it with our eyes. I feel its presence all the while I'm gone, an empathy with rock and river that is forever mine.